I know, right? Well, that's what I'm hoping is that maybe, just maybe, it's like, hey, this guy's cool, let's watch him. And then you're like, here,
Oh yeah.
and then Twitch is all like, hey, this guy's really cool, let's let him give like money to do this. And then I can actually afford better equipment. But I have to get like a certain amount of views, and then when I actually do get partnered, I have to like stream like at least 20 times a week, I think it said. So it's like, oh, I really gotta catch up my game here.
I think you can do it. You can totally do it.
No, plan. Okay. Come on. Jump. Jump.
Alrighty. And we are back. Oh, hello there, peoples. Why, hello there, peoples. Welcome back, peoples. Well, welcome back, peoples. Well, welcome back, peoples. As you can see, I'm back. Well, welcome back, peoples. As you can see, I am back, and I'm playing. Wait, who we got? Oh my goodness, here he is, the man himself, Mark TDK Knight.
Got him.
Nice.
2 minutes. We're down to two. Well, the last two bosses. We got this. We got it.
You stop sending guys in the derp zone.
They're not in a derp zone.
They're gonna die. You've killed so many Marines by just going in the derp zone.
You know what? Let's just do this then, and you know.
And Greg just tried to run away.
Oh crap! Crap! Crap!
Whoa.
Chew on a stick. Oh no! Well, welcome back, peoples. As you can see, I am back, and today, okay, so here's what happened. And of course, we have Daniel Garza, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is here. Welcome to the stream. Nice stop by. And here's the thing: there's a new thing on Twitch now where you're actually able to see when someone else's profile was activated when they first created their Twitch account. And I went and I looked at mine, and it was today. Today, this date was when I first started to my Twitch account. Of course, it was Nate the Gate back then, because Nate the Great was taken because, you know, for whatever reason they never released that name yet. It still hasn't been done. So of course now I'm Nate the Great Nate, but still. Can't miss the anniversary. I know. So you're here on the actual like date of when I started to do. And it's weird because that means I'm thinking through and I actually looked through the first video I did, or I was able to put up on YouTube. It was like the week after. So like next week is when I first put up the video of Halo 4, which is why I'm playing it now. I did do some tests technically during this week, 4 years ago, testing the stream on my gaming computer now, but my other computer, my first one when I started streaming, because I had Windows XP. That was my operating system, so I could only use XSplit. And I was trying to figure that out and how to stream with the computer, how that all worked, and so I was testing with Halo 4, and it's crazy because I remember doing that and testing it, trying to make sure, and then a little bit later I got a friend of mine to play with me, and I'll try to get her, you know, to join the 4th anniversary stream when I do that. So because I didn't know exactly what date, I forgot what date it was that I started the account on Twitch, or when I actually started streaming, but then of course now I'm able to see it on Twitch. So I'm like, okay, you know, I'll just play like 3 games that I had played back then, and you can look through my archive. But yeah, I know it's crazy to think that 4 years ago I'm just like, yeah, you know, let's try this out. And then on Halloween, of course, I did my first Halloween stream again 4 years ago. It's crazy. Danny Garza here is got the emojis going here, the emotes. Woo, celebration. Woo. Yeah, I know. So I actually, it's crazy because I had that video basically done like a month or 2 ago, and I was just waiting. I'm waiting for this month. I'm waiting. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to show the video to you guys that I made. Just kind of showing the progression of like the no picture, like, I mean, no face cam, just a picture of myself, to me now having a whole bunch of stuff on the screen and you seeing me and all that stuff. It's crazy. So yeah, it's just crazy to think that you know, but it's also weird, like, thinking too, though, of course, with Danny Garza here, just thinking about Danny's uncle, who's the original owner of his account, who had sadly passed away. It was crazy because it was the first oh boy, I don't want to cry now. It's supposed to be a celebration, but it was the first week. Actually, no, it was the first few months, because I think it was in like March later or so that he had joined and saw my my stream and chat, and it was crazy because I started talking to him. He's like, "Oh yeah, you seem like a cool guy, whatever." And then he's like, "Hey, do you know who I am?" I'm like, "No, I don't." And he goes, "I'm a coder for Fallout 4." And I'm like, "What?" And you know, he was at home, and he said that he would do all his coding at home for Fallout 4, which is crazy to think. Like, it's just out of everyone. Like, I just started, you know, streaming not that long ago at the time, and to like finds like, oh yeah, I'm coding stuff for Fallout 4. It's like, what? And then after that, he was you know, he kept showing up. He kept supporting the stream. He kept supporting me. No, yes, I mean, it's and it's funny because I don't know, some people might notice, and I did do this before, but I made it a little bit not as obvious now, but if you can kind of see, actually it's darker now, the screen, you can kind of see it, and I'm going to double check that it's there. I actually do have a little type of memorial thing on the upper right hand corner. I actually I do have, you know, rest in peace, Daniel Alan Garza, in memory of him. You know, it's a little bit more it's transparent. So because what would happen is I had it more you know, more visible, and people were asking what it was, and you know, I just didn't want to, you know, keep talking about it or keep explaining it, and that. So you know, I did tell him that I would put something that you know, and he would always be part of the stream, and yeah, just thinking of, but it's cool because now that, you know, Danny Garza has the account, it's like he's still around, you know. I didn't think I'd get this emotional, but you know, I haven't thought about it in a little while, and you know. Anyways, I know he wouldn't want me crying about him, but you know. Anyways, oof. But so yeah, anytime I see you know, you around Danny in this stream, it's kind of like he's still around, you know. And he'll always be part of the streams, you know, because I don't know, because it was for him. I mean, with this support, and he kept you know, kept coming back and just supporting me. So it was you know, he'll always be a part of you know, my life in some way. So you know, yeah, I didn't think I thought I could hold it in. But it was just it's just crazy to think, like I said, 4 years ago. It's like, so anyways, I thought I'd you know, mention him. So, and of course, you know, I'll do it again in the full 4th anniversary stream that I'll do. But it's just you know, bringing some of those memories back, you know. But anyways, I know he would want me to enjoy myself and have fun and not to think about that, but you know. Anyways, let's get this started. Oh, actually, I should probably, whatever. I'll just go with this. Oh, but yeah. So
All right, let's get to this. But yeah, it's crazy that yeah, I started streaming with like, of course, I'm like, what game would I try to test the stream on? I'm like, oh, Halo 4, because at the time it was like, oh, Halo 4 and whatnot. I'll let this play a bit. But you know, it's like in the crazy thing, like I said, when I was making that video, you know, going through all the ones that I have uploaded on YouTube, just seeing the progression of like how the stream you know, had happened, and just like from the quality from what it was back then when I had like, well, I mean, well, it's because but you know. That's what he wanted. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what I'm trying to do, right? And I know, like he even, because I had actually talked to him, you know, before he you know, where I think it was Mexico, he said, or some maybe not Mexico, but somewhere else he said he wanted to go to, you know, while he, you know, his vacation. Yeah, I know, it's crazy, but I mean, and that is the thing, it's like, it's, you know, yeah, your uncle was very integral to that, in giving me that confidence to keep going, so it's, but again, that's what I'm saying, like, it's just always, like, going back, looking through all the stuff, and seeing that progression, and, you know, it was just, and putting it together, it's just crazy, because again, because of you, though, Danny Garza, I was able to get this internet because you donated $100 on Christmas, or around Christmas. It was funny because I was at a Christmas banquet, and then I was looking at my phone, and then on PayPal it's like, oh, Danny Garza has, you know, you've received money, and I'm like, what? What's this? What's this? And then I go. And then I'm like, what? And then later I go on and I saw that you donated like $100. And then I told my parents that, and I told my dad that, and it's like, you know what? Okay, let's get you better internet to do a better stream. And it was like, so thank you for that, because
where are we?
yeah, no, because like the internet I had was
Why did you wake me?
not fiber optic at all. It was very basic. Very basic internet, and I could not stream like I had to do it like, what was it, 300 kilobits per second. I couldn't go any higher because if I went to 400 or 500, it would lag. Like, it would look better, but it would lag. And also, like, trying to figure out how it would work on the computer, like how good the quality should be on the computer. So I couldn't have it in 720 at all, and I, you know, it was just all this stuff. And that's well, that's where, you know, with you know, making the 4-year anniversary video, it's just crazy too, and I wanted to kind of show that, be like, this is how it was in the beginning, very pixelated and whatnot, and then because I had here, I'll pull it out, the really old soundboard right here that was actually a teacher from my high school. They were getting rid of it because they had, well, they obviously had a better soundboard for what they wanted. So because it was so old, they probably didn't think you could sell it. Just like, here, you want this? Here, just take it. So I took this. Now, mind you, there was no amp for this, meaning that whatever I tried volume-wise, I had to like try to crank the volume even more. So that means there was probably some static and other noises, and it just, the quality was not that good. I know, right? I know. Like it's, I don't even think this company does anything anymore. It's, what is it? Spirit Folio or something like that. Like it's yeah, Spirit. Yeah. It's a really old soundboard. So, and that's what I used. That's the only way I could have sound, because again, I had Windows XP at the time. You know, Windows 10 wasn't out, and it wasn't like basically free, officially free. But it's oh man, it was so weird. So because so I had to like figure out a way to hook it up so that this is how I had my microphone on here, and then I had the sound from the game hooked up here as like a separate thing, like a separate slider, and I'd go, okay, well here it is. Here's the, you know, the sound for the game, and then one of these that worked would be for the microphone, and that was like the only way I could have any sound from both the mic and you know, and the game itself. And I didn't have a face cam, a webcam, didn't have anything. So I just had a picture of myself. just a random picture of myself. You know, just cuz. I'm like, well, everyone's got a face cam. I'm like, oh, I'll just put a picture of myself. That'll be good. So it was kind of funny. Oh man, oh, it was just, and for the first time, I never actually used a mic for most of it, because I'm like, well, who would want to, you know, listen to me talk? Like, I'm like, I don't know. And then, well, that's where, like I was saying, my friend, because I actually, funny thing is, I met her over Halo 3, years ago, on Xbox Live. And you know, so we became friends, and haven't talked to her recently. You know, I'd like to get her into the full 40th anniversary stream, because she would. Well, if you saw the start of the video, I might play at the end just in case you know, want to see it. I'll put it on YouTube, of course, and probably put it on Twitch just to kind of let you guys see it. But at the start, like, she was the one that was kind of like when I was, you know, playing I was actually playing Halo 4. Multiplayer, and I was just like explaining the whole thing about Twitch. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I, you know, it's a lot of work, and I don't know if I can do it. And she's like, oh, you can totally do it. Yeah, you should do it. And then, well, you know, and then it's and here we are, you know. So it's just kind of cool that me trying to do this, you know, that I was doing something right, I guess. Because people actually did want to see me somewhat, even though I only get maybe 3 or 4 consecutive viewers here and there, as like constant, and the odd time I might get more, but so we're now playing with the 360 controller because I've been using the you know, the re-release of the Duke controller, the original Xbox controller from the very first Xbox, so it's a little different than the 360. There's a little difference here. Just, you know, just a little difference. But that's funny. But no, yeah. So it was just it's just crazy, you know. I try, you know, because I don't know. I wanted to do it. I mean, I like games anyways, and I'm like, you know, might as well. And I like meeting people. You know, meeting new people and whatnot, and oh yeah, but maple syrup, yay. Yeah. But yeah, it's just yeah. So and I kind of wanted, because there's a lot of streamers out there that, you know, I guess a lot of them could be toxic. It would be a good way to explain it. They only care about a certain selective group of people, and you know, and just because I went on other streams and try to, you know, just to even talk to whoever's there, like because I understand that some of them, the more popular ones, just have a lot of people and they can't talk to everyone. That's fine, but then they start, whenever I see them actually acknowledging only certain people, it's like, what about the people that are just showing up? You don't care about them or whatever? So, you know, I kind of wanted to create a place for people just to show up and, you know, just kind of hang out and not worry about, you know, being harassed by the streamer or you know, whatever, or being treated, you know, poorly. But you know, so it's at least it looks like I'm doing something right, you know. But it's just crazy to think 4 years ago. 4 years.
These Covenant aren't outfitted like standard
Canada.
military.
Yeah.
It's possible you just came across a rogue salvage ship.
Oh. Yeah, that was the other thing, because there's the odd time where I would see the guys like, oh, I'm Canadian too, or whatever, like Mike,
They haven't recognized us.
who renamed himself on his Twitch account to Mike from Canada, just so that you would know that he was from Canada. But Like I do Canada Day streams, you know, that type of thing too, and so I had some fun again, just meeting people and just seeing. Well, I mean, playing other games. And the cool thing is with random viewers. With sometimes I actually do with Halo 4. Is we're trying to play co-op, 4-player online. With just like random people. They're just like, hey, I want to play Halo 4, campaign with you. Could I join? I'm like, okay, sure. And then like 2 other people would say the same thing, and then I was like, okay. And then all of a sudden I had like 3 other people with me. It's like, okay, sure, why not? And I want to do more of that. I keep saying that, but I do want to. I've just been so busy, but I want to do one where it's like, okay, I have time set out, and I'm gonna play with whoever wants to play this game with me. That type of thing. I would like to do that. So I might do that for the 4th anniversary stream. Like, I'm really hoping it's gonna be this Friday, but if not, it will be next Friday for sure. Mooses. Mises. Oh. That's all I wanted. Oh yeah, and so obviously for this, I mean, it might be not as obvious for some people. I am playing on the 360 and not Master Chief Collection because again, this is what I played 4 years ago. You know, testing out the streams and trying to make this work. So
Only the Hyperion
I'm playing the OG Xbox 360 Halo 4. So like I said, that's why it's a little. That's why I'm playing on the 360 controller, right? Because that's what I say is weird. Because I'm so used now playing on the Master Chief Collection with my new old controller, which you could call it, because it basically is. It is the Duke controller. It is like the very first. It's a recreation of the very first Xbox controller that was ever made for the Xbox when it came out in 2001. So, oh yeah, it is here. It's a new old controller, but it's obviously made for Xbox One and Windows 10 and most computers. I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll play Halo 4 on the 360, and I'm like, oh yeah, but that's right, the controller. It's so small. We got Danny here's doing all the emotes and having fun in chat. Whoop. Well, see, if you were to subscribe to my Twitch channel, you can get the Nate mode. And if you were to subscribe for a tier 2, you get the other Nate mode. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. Just tossing it out there. Nightbot Hey, I mean, hey, look at that. Nightbot knows that. See, Nightbot gets it. People hating on Nightbot, just like the good old days. No, when I started doing Nightbot, that's what. Because I had to put Nightbot having things where it's like, after a certain amount of time, or after a certain amount of things that people say or whatever, that it says, or like I think I had if someone says something after a certain amount of time, it would automatically say if Nate isn't looking at the stream right now, he's too focused on the game to watch the stream. See right here, I have it a little changed, but it says if Nate doesn't answer right away, it's because he's not looking at the chat at the moment. But stick around, he'll see it soon, because people have left. People would say, hey, and then of course there's a bit of a delay, right, with the chat. So, in the stream, there's like a bit of that delay. So, I would be, focusing on, killing elites and jackals and grunts and whatnot. And I would notice that someone had said something in chat, and of course, back then, I didn't have a setup where there was a monitor there and the chat's here with, the stream sort of going so I can see what's happening. I would have to go here and turn to see the chat over here. So, or on the phone or whatever, so I'd always have to look away, because now I have my monitor, I have my laptop set up so that you know, streams right here, and the chat's there, big enough so I can see it. So all I have to do is kind of glance at it. So that's why I still have it there, because I'm like, you know, I still don't. I don't have like, you know, 20 people watching all the time, because then one of those 20 people could be all like, hey, if he doesn't answer, he's busy playing the game, so calm down. Or just talking, or because that would happen like oh my goodness, are you serious? Danny Garza just subscribed. Thank you so much. Thank you, Danny, for subscribing. Well, see, now you can use my Nate mode. You can use that. Oh my goodness, I didn't expect you, because I don't think you subscribed before. I can't remember, so I wasn't sure if you were going to. But thank you. I do appreciate it. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I gotta do. I forgot to mention that, but I did. Well, I mentioned it last stream, but I did get a new camera recently. See, look at that! See, look at that! You got the Nate vote there. But oh my goodness. But yeah, so I did get a new camera. JVC. It was at least 2011, but it actually is in HD. Unlike the webcam that I have, which is not HD at all, because it was for the Xbox 360 Vision Cam. So if you want to talk with people via video camera on Xbox Live, you would need this specific camera, webcam, to be able to talk to them. Or you could also plug it into a computer and use it as a webcam. So I just used that, and of course put my lovely face, which Danny Garza has used as a Nate vote, which is actually another of my beautiful face from Rainbow Six Vegas. So Rainbow Six Vegas 2 was the first one I did, and then I did with Rainbow Six Vegas, and that one turned out really good, which is what I'm using right now as almost my logo. But oh yeah, it's is it over here? I'm trying to remember this game. But anyways, but yeah, so actually it's right here. I disconnected, but this is it. It's like, wow, such great quality. On Wednesday, I didn't know this, but on Wednesday this camera was put at a pawn shop in my town, and oh, it's over there. And then on Friday when I went in just to check out, because I was looking for new cameras, and I'm like, it might take a while for me to get one, but I knew I wanted an actual HD camera, one I can actually record videos on, but also use as a face cam. And they said, oh, I asked them how long was this camera here, like, oh, it just came in Wednesday. I'm like, what? So and I you know, it was like $50, and I just didn't want that to disappear and be like, oh, I gotta wait to save up some money, because I technically had enough, but I still have to pay. I have to still have a dentist appointment actually this week, and I had to save up money for that. But I figured I could just owe the dentist later, or ask my parents to you know, just for this week borrow money, and then I'd pay them back, you know, next month when I get paid, because that camera could have easily disappeared, you know, in a couple of days. So but here we are, so here it is, and you know, and of course and it's weird because well, with Twitch, let's just say I'm making more money than I did on YouTube when I was able to monetize things on YouTube, because with the cheering and with the subscriptions and all that stuff, it's slowly I'm slowly getting up to $100, because once I get $100, then it'll actually, you know, they'll give the money to me and put it in my bank account. And I'm actually, right now, I'm probably going to be, I think I'm at $90 now. So it's like another $10 from Twitch bits and stuff and subscriptions. I'll actually be able to get that $100, and I could potentially get something else, more equipment, or, you know, potentially get a game, I don't know. We'll see, you know, whatever it is to kind of help out the stream. So it's crazy to think, but yeah, like it's, I'm able to do a lot with this, and again, I get to meet so many different people, even if some of them don't return regularly on Twitch, but some of them saying that the notifications were being goofy, so
We did it.
I don't know. Anyways, I'm glad you're here, Danny. That's why. Well, that's why I made my Discord server, because so that I could then message people who who are followers and be like, hey, I'm on right now, and have it there. And then of course sometimes even then they don't show up anyways. But
The Covenant won't
that's
belong
not
to
too
us.
bad, I suppose.
So now can we worry about the giant metal planet? He's using a gravity well to pull us inside the surface. We've got to hurry.
But think about it, Daddy. Now you're at the top of the leaderboard for a donation slash subscription slash bits. So there you go.
Closest airlock. Go.
Come on. Wait. Man, Master Chief he's getting old. Like he can barely run. He runs like and it's like, oh no, I can't do it anymore. And I always well, for a while that was the thing, because Jujubox, sometimes he would see other people who were on the leaderboard that he would just like cheer a bunch of stuff, cheer a bunch of bits or whatever, and then sometimes Chaos Maniac 93 shows up, and then of course sometimes you show up, and then oh yes. So but I mean, you're always at the top of the leaderboard in our hearts.
Just keep your point at that vehicle bay.
Tu parles français. Pretty sure there's an S that's supposed to be there, unless that's a new language I didn't know. Un peu.
Almost there.
Oh sure. You know what? You can just. I'll just use it. Yay! Oh no! Jamais rien. I don't see. I don't know all French. I know some French. My mother is French. Oh, I surrender. Okay. I like I said, I don't know. So my mother is French. Yeah, in the Ottawa area. She was in the more French part. I guess that would be closer to Quebec, because I don't know how much. Like, I don't know if there's like certain areas like this is very French and this is just the rest of Ottawa. But so my mom is French, so that's where I was able to learn a little more French. Of course, she wanted me to go to French classes and learn that. But in high school, I'm just like, I can't do this. I can't learn. I can't. So I retired baguette. I know that one. But so I retired my French classes. Let's just say when I got to grade 10, and But I still, like, I can still kind of piece together certain words in French and go, oh, this is probably what it says. And speaking, I can say, je parle en français un peu, meaning that I speak French a bit. So that, it's very clear that I'm not fluent in French. Because if someone starts, because it's funny, because it was grade 9 or, I think it was, no, actually that's right, it wasn't grade 10 I did take it, but it was grade 11, grade 12, I didn't, I was like, yeah, I can't do this anymore, but,
Cortana.
I'm sorry. It's the crash. I'm fine.
WII,
Something
what,
was
Wii?
wrong
You're talking about the
before
Wii?
we left the Dawn.
Chief, really, I'm fine.
Let's skip this. Let's just have the game go.
Doesn't look
Oh yeah,
like the
here's the other
Covenant
thing
fared much
though.
better than we did.
It's because no, here's it, because I bought the camera, right?
Plenty.
I don't have I didn't have enough money to renew my gold subscription for Xbox Live, so that's why I'm
Chief,
playing
check your
single player and not
You might wanna go
multiplayer.
easy
Oh, as
before
I'm playing
locals
multiplayer, but
Given
yeah,
all this
because I
debris,
just that's because I
chances are
just
you'll
bought
find
the
something that
camera,
could shot at
and of
them.
course I had to pay the dentist for the appointment that I'll be having
I'm picking
on
up a
Thursday.
faint transmission from the high band.
I unfortunately was not
Covenant.
able to. I know.
don't
Well, that's the
think
thing, because
so. The
well, I
pattern's
didn't.
different.
I didn't know that there was gonna be
I'll
a
try to
camera that I could
triangulate
actually
its
get for $50. So I'm like, okay, I'll do that. But then I'm looking, I'm like, oh yeah, yeah. And I'm like, oh, I'll play Halo 4 online. I'm like, oh wait, I can't. Oops. Oh well. I'll play a little of this. I think I might switch to another game that I did play as well, called Medal of Honor Warfighter, which it's okay if I can't play multiplayer, because unfortunately that multiplayer is no longer able to be played. You can go and try to start a match, but nothing's gonna happen. Is what happened to Canada's socialist taxes pay for medical bill stuff? Well, you know, we do have a newer prime minister,
About my condition,
and
I didn't wanna mention it,
and
seeing
he
as
likes
how
to
it's a
change
complete long
things,
shot, but
so
since
you know.
brought it up,
Or am I thinking of here?
it is possible that getting home.
Well,
will
the whole,
find
I mean, I
solution
think
to my
that's
rampant-
some of the, that's the idea. Like for certain things,
Well,
for
as far
certain
as I
medical
know,
care,
I'm the
it is
only
free,
AI ever generated from living tissue,
right?
a clone
that type of
Dr.
stuff.
Halsey, to be precise.
I'm
It may be
guessing
possible
for
to
like
recompile my neural
larger
net by replicating
surgeries,
those same
it's not
conditions.
free. But something
That
like,
means getting back
oh,
to
I
healthy.
might be sick, I don't know. I could go in for a checkup and be like, yeah, you're fine. You just have a cold. And then it's like, okay, like you might have to pay for some of the medicine, but for going up for a checkup, it's, you know. But not all so rip. Yeah, I know. Right?
Chief,
I
you
know,
might have
right?
some
Wouldn't that be
signal
nice if just
Stronger this
everything could be, you know, the government
there's
pays
something
for
to
it?
it.
It's like, well, you know, let's make sure we actually have people alive to run in
odd.
you know, in this country, so that our government makes sense. We'll make sure that you know, people can actually have free healthcare overall across the board, so that we actually again have people that could potentially be in the government and also be in the country and alive. That's you know, I mean that would be my thinking, but I guess that's, you know. Oops. Okay, let's run. This yes. Hey. That's yeah, it's unfortunate. But...
If we're going to
Because,
hijack the ship
well,
from
I
this
mean,
covenant,
just
we're going to have
some
to
of the
find where
decisions
they're
that our
landing
new
first.
prime minister has made.
I don't suppose you. have a
You can
plan
say
for
it's
that.
very similar to a
always
certain
ask
president,
Asking's not my
very
strong
close to
suit.
Canada. You know, you'll probably see a lot of comparisons to them both, in certain aspects. So you know, it's potential that he might not stay as the prime minister. And next time for a re-election or whatever, or an election for a new prime minister, it's potentially he might not be staying. So you know, we'll see what happens. It would be nice to have you know, things set up a little bit better, but you know, America, everything costs money, but times two. Yeah, I know. Ugh. Yeah, that's the thing. Well, I mean, the unfortunate thing though is that, so here's a good example for some goofiness and like the money and stuff. So even though we're both use dollars, for North America it's dollars, but it's the Canadian is different from American, because if a game comes out, right? Games are probably costing like $60 where you are. For us, it'd be like 80. Here's a good example. And another thing I just recently got was the NES Classic Edition, which took so long to get because it'd always be gone when I go to Walmart. It was like there was 4 left on a Thursday, and then when I went on the Saturday, or yeah, it was a Thursday. And then when I went on the Saturday, there was only 3 left, so I made sure to get one. Because I actually had enough money for that. It was $90. Which I think in the States it's supposed to be like 70 or something like that, or... So so even if, like, so if I see a game advertised and it's like, oh wow, $60, no, that's gonna be 80. Alright, that's gonna be $80. So all the games here, the newer games all cost like $80. Yeah, that's why you don't see me buying a lot of games, because I can't afford $80 all the time for every new game. Because there'll be a lot of games I like to get, and it's like, yeah, no, I can't do that. So, you know, that's where the Game Pass comes in, right? So, it's, y'all Canadians and y'all syrup, yeah. Well, that's the thing, if only, that'd be like, something where I could, you know, just, have a tap out by one of my trees and be like, here, I'll sell maple syrup. That'll be my extra money. Go to G2A. Though I heard G2A is a little goofy there, a bit sketchy at times. This is what I've heard for certain things. So, you know, I don't know. I haven't really heard. I really haven't looked too much up on that, but the odd times I'll see things go,
Let's have a look.
I don't know about console games. Because I know G2A also did like other things too. So, I don't know what else they do. That's everyone. Okay. Because I know I guess they've branched out, like they've done other stuff. Because I didn't know they, I guess, sold games. I didn't know anything about that, or like had a way to sell games or something. So,
I'll run a soft patch to it from the suit.
I just knew it was like, for something with like money or something. I don't know. Like 50 games from them. I might have to check that out then. Because I've seen some advertisements about that. So, but but on PC. Well, you know, any newer game on PC is probably not gonna work too well on my computer. Let's just say I tried to play Fortnite on my gaming PC, which still has, you know, a relatively older motherboard. Newer graphics card. It's like by newer as in newer than what I had before, so it's probably like 5 years or old, the graphics card, or 6 years old probably now, something like that. But you know, yeah, I could not run Fortnite well. Let's just say.
There.
So
Chief,
when they had it for Xbox, I was like, yay, because I know it can run on Xbox One.
Okay.
So,
in service,
but I still can play certain games, of course. Well, that's the thing now. There's another game that was on, was on PC, and then it was on the 360, and then they went back, and now it's on Xbox One. Is Warface. So once I got my computer,
I don't know.
you know, sort of
Locked up.
reconfigured for gaming purposes.
I'm detecting power fluctuations in several locations.
And because, well, now that I have this computer
Hopefully we
right
can find
here
some way to get
that's
this
streaming,
photographer back online.
this streaming computer, which I got New Year's Eve. A friend of mine was like, "Hey, here, there's this computer that I'm not using. You want it? I can sell it to you for like $160." I'm like, okay, and it's like, you can use it now if you want. You can use it. You just, you know, just pay me later. I'm like, okay. So that's why I was actually able to get this figured out with this computer, and I'm like, okay, well now I can actually play games on my gaming computer.
Is actually a
So
data field.
anyway, so I got that working for games now, and so Warface was one of them, because I remember playing it on 360. It was a beta. But it was free, and you can go ahead and play it, and then it was just like, yeah, we're not gonna do it, and I'm like, dang it, but of course they kept it on PC. But then now I heard it might have been on the PS4, they're like, oh, Xbox One, here it is. I'm like, good, now I can play it on there. But I do have some games for PC that are somewhat newer, but a lot of them mostly, mostly a little bit older, you know. But now I can stream them all for you guys, and, you know. I actually recently got Hitman Codename 47, the first Hitman game, because I've never played that one. And it's only available on PC. They never made a console version of that. Unlike Hitman 2 and Contracts and, of course, Blood Money. Those are all on consoles as well. So, you know. Oh yeah, I gotta do the other one now. I was scared, I was getting shot at, so I just ran around. Okay. Let me get some ammo here. Get the best gun ever. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking. Okay. Right. There you go. Of course I'm playing on easy. So, you know. I'm trying to have fun right now, you know? Oh yeah, I gotta do this. Nope.
Is that the same signal?
Yes.
Yes.
Mayday, mayday, mayday.
Oh yeah, it's weird.
UNSC AI
I haven't played the
cartography
campaign of
division,
this
please
like in a
respond.
while, so I keep forgetting something. I'm like, oh yeah, it's over here. That's where I'm supposed to
From the
go.
strength of that signal, the Infinity has to be close by. The cartographer should be back online. We may be able to use it to track the ship's
Daddy's
location.
just using the Nate mode there. Oh, that's the thing, right? With whenever well, he used to be called Thomas the Nugget. Now he's like Nexus Gaming, I think, or something. He's trying to do a whole. He's doing a whole brand thing now. He's doing his own thing. But there'll be times where he's like, I needed to subscribe so I can use the Nate mode. That's like the only reason he subscribed. It's like he can use the Nate mode whenever he wanted to. I think Jujubox does that too. He just, as soon as he subscribes, he just spams the Nate mode. It's like that's his way of letting me know.
That's it. Now quick, to the
What?
cartographer.
What? Twitch, what? Your Twitch app crashed? Oh, of course it did. It's too many Nate modes, that's what happened.
The cartographer transmission is coming from everywhere on the planet at
That's
once.
the other thing too, I think the Twitch app just like,
Doesn't wanna
is
try
being
anything.
goofy all the time, so no one gets notifications, and
Wait.
whatever.
I got it.
I mean, I hope people are
can't be
getting
right.
notifications on
Scan
Discord, on my Discord server, whenever,
We've already
because like
passed
there's
through
one
one
where you can
rare
individually like
It's not crazy.
talk
think
to
that
like
someone else
or
made a deeper
single out a
than
certain
we did.
person so they get a
You mean
notification
planet's hollow?
whenever you
Let
talk
me
to
see
them
if I
in the
can figure out a
general
way to
chat
use
or
this
whatever.
balance that doesn't involve us digging a really big
But of
hole.
course, then there's one that says, you know, at
There's a
everyone,
terminus
so that
on the far side of
everyone
the complex.
theoretically
The
should get a
portal to the planet is
notification
closer there.
saying, "Hey, Nate
What?
said a thing," or "Nate's streaming. You should check it out."
If
So
we have a shot at getting you back to infinity,
you know.
we're taking it.
Okay.
But that's what I'm wondering, if does it, because no, whenever the Twitch bot, the Twitch Discord bot that I have set up
Let's
through
get to that terminus and find
Streamlabs
Infinity.
chat bot,
What do you know about
and
infinity?
basically through Discord I had to make
Not much.
a little
She was supposed to be massive,
bot saying
but the
link it
project was
to the
only in
chat bot,
prototype
whatever.
when we
Anyways, it doesn't. I don't think it actually. Yeah, I don't think everyone gets the notification because it would have to be like at everyone and then whatever. So I might have to tell. I have to tell the Nate Discord Twitch bot whenever it says its thing to put at everyone, and maybe that'll actually work. That'll actually show up for everybody. Look at that, I'm starting to use my brain now. Okay, what time is it? Alright, it's 10. So, eventually I think I'll switch over to, Medal of Honor Warfighter soon. Just because, again, that's the other original, game that I started streaming with, you know? Well, the other one was Call of Duty Ghosts, and I don't have that. I think I rented that one. so you know, I can't play that one. But yeah, so I'll be playing Medal of Honor Warfighter. 'Cause I did like that game. I liked the online of that too. That was actually really cool. But you ghosts. Well, it wasn't that bad, okay? It was funny because I still, like I said, I have a whole archive of all the... It's... You know what's crazy? I have like 1,200 and some videos of just streams, basically. 'Cause that's what my channel ended up being. But... MW2 beta. Yeah, well, see, well now that one's backwards compatible for Xbox One, so... You know, I can play that. Well, it's funny because one of my friends who you know, is a big gamer. He's actually got a lot of the older. He's got the original Nintendo. He's got the Super Nintendo, and he's got a lot of the. He got the original Xbox and all this original PlayStation, all that stuff, sort of set up at his house. He actually had a couple of copies of Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 4 I bought. But then, of course, when I got the Wii, I'm like, well, I gotta get Call of Duty 4 on the Wii, so I have it there, so that's where I play it mostly now. Because the online still works with that, because it's all tied to Activision's online servers, so it's still up and running, which is... I kinda like it. When I got the Wii Zapper, it was actually a lot better. I got more into it. But anyway, so yeah, Modern Warfare 2, so because I have the disc, and it's like, oh, now it's backwards compatible, and I'm like, oh, okay, now I can actually you know, start playing that online again, and, you know. I think, I did stream myself playing that a little bit. It was actually kind of interesting going back to Modern Warfare 2. I remember playing Black Ops a lot, like Black Ops and Black Ops 2 for sure. And well, I got Black Ops 3 for the PlayStation 3, which of course is multiplayer only. But, you know, PlayStation has free online, so I can play that whenever. Though it is a bit laggy and goofy because, you know, it's no longer, you know, patched or anything, so it'll kind of, well, whoever joins, right? So the person whoever's hosting or whatever probably might not have the best connection. So, you know, it doesn't end up the best with the PlayStation 3, Black Ops 3, but it does work. Oh. Okay. Alright. In-sync typing, that was perfect. That was good. Oh, come on, be nice. What?
Chief, the Covenant net's going crazy. They're ordering all units to converge on the tower.
Well, I'm gonna have to go and oh yeah, I got school tomorrow. Good night, happy 4th year anniversary, and don't get and don't get to party tonight. Thanks for stopping by and being at least the first part of my the 4th anniversary. Like I said, I'll do the full stream later, but because I, you know, recently remembered via Twitch that this was the day that I started the Twitch account. I figured I'd at least start a little bit of it, but so thanks for everything, your support and for, you know, and for helping out the channel and Twitch and you know, and making me feel like I'm doing something good. But anyway, hope you do good in school and ace everything and get 100% in everything. Keep up the Discord. Notice, yeah, that's, I mean, that's the idea, right? I'll keep the Discord going, and that way I can try to get all my followers and we can still keep in contact and whatnot. But yeah, college College soon. Oh man, that's gonna be. Oh yeah, that's right. You gotta get ready for that. You will. I'm sure you'll pass all of your courses, and no problems. Be like, wow, you don't even need to be in college. You're just so good. And they'll just graduate you like the day as soon as you walk in. But you have a good night, and again, thanks for stopping by, and hope to keep seeing you in the chat, you know, more often. Oh, and I'm dead. That's okay. Perfect way for you to leave and remember me by. It's but then, thanks for stopping by, Danny. Have fun at school with the learning and such. Oh boy. Come on. I'm trying to get in here. What? Oh, come on. I almost had it. Oh, great. This is great. Oh, I didn't. I was hoping it was cloaked enough, but clearly I was mistaken. Oh boy. Alright, let's though this is most likely what had happened when I was streaming this 4 years ago, was me failing in getting this ghost. Actually, I think it's this like definitely this level for sure, this part I remember streaming. So I want to at least get to this part before I switch games. Because I remember, yeah, testing with Halo 4, and yeah, it was this one right here. That's because at that point in time, I don't think, or I think it was available. It was a new thing though. The past broadcasting, like the archives that they have and such, where you can, you know, save them for 14 days, whatever, on Twitch, but then you can upload them to YouTube. So I didn't know how to work that. So these, and I just, and they were test streams anyway, so I didn't figure you know, what's the point of putting that on YouTube, right? But because it would have been nice to see the comparison of how that looked, this exact, you know, level, or this part of this level, this mission, back then when I was trying to do the tests, and then seeing it here now. But this definitely is a lot better, like so much better. The new internet and being able to have a separate computer to stream it, because then I can have as much as the resources as possible of the computer to be for the quality of the stream and how it looks. So, you know, like I said, I might show the video at the end, you know, the 4-year anniversary video as my ending oh boy, my ending video. There we go. I'm taking that back, but oh, I got him.
We're about to have our hands full.
Oh yeah, that's right. I have to.
They're
right.
moving all ground teams to secure the tower entrance above us.
Should be able to just do a little melee here. I think 1 is enough. Checkpoint done. Nope. Has to be 2. Just clip the wings a bit, you know. Oh, come on. We're almost there. Oh, I don't think that's enough, eh? There we go. There we go! I remember doing this. Blech. Oh, he's trying to get me. Oh no, you don't. And then I flip. Probably checkpoint when I flipped over because like, oh, good checkpoint.
The Sentinels are trying to keep the Covenant out.
Yeah. It's what they do. Until they just turn on you, but oh boy. Oh boy. Oh! We got Boston fan 2013 welcome to stream back stop by. So you hungry? You call favorite pizza place. This is your favorite pizza place. What order? You order favorite pizza. Wait. But no favorite pizza arrived. Earring again, but no answer. You're still hungry. You said no favorite pizza today. Friend Riggs, yo man, favorite pizza place burnt down last night. What? Okay, what, did this happen or is this the thing that you're just saying? Cause that's very unfortunate. Let's just say. Also, 4 years ago today, I started my Twitch account and started streaming. I didn't know when the date was until basically a couple of days ago, when I noticed that I can actually look at other people's, when I want to select someone else's profile. If someone's viewing my channel, and I want to look at their channel, it'll actually, if you select it, it'll actually show when they started their channel, when they activated
like he said,
their Twitch account. And then so I checked mine and selected mine, and of course,
where's the terminus?
and of course I found out that it was actually today. Who was phone? What? You making no sensey. Anyways. But yeah, so I cause I forgot what exact day that I started the account. I knew it was in October. I thought I might have started it in September. But no, it's like it's October. So basically 4 years ago, on this week, I had done testing with Halo 4 and a couple other games, but mostly Halo 4, to see how everything worked and whatever. And yeah, like I said, I didn't know the exact date, and so I was able to find out now. I was like, oh, it's today. It's on the well, today it's on a Sunday, but it's the 14th. That was when I started. October 14th, 2014 is when I made the channel and started some test streams, and then the next week I started actually like saving the. Well, I streamed it, and then I was able to archive it on YouTube, and yeah, now it's crazy. I have a 4 years of 1,230 some videos, and it's basically all streams. So that's kind of crazy. And I had a 4-year anniversary video made, and I stream at the start of the, or I play at the start of the stream, and I'll play at the end of the stream. But yeah, and of course I'll make it available later on Twitch and on YouTube. But you can see the progression of how pixelated it used to be to how not as pixelated it is now.
It's the Forerunner symbol for Reclaimer.
So I think I'm actually gonna switch the game.
That's got to be
to the other one of the other games I streamed, which was Medal of Honor Warfighter. This was at the time where I actually did not have a microphone or used it. Well, number one, the sound was not as good. I had a really old, well, I still have the soundboard, but I used a really old soundboard for it to work with the sound and the mic, like the sound of the game and the mic for the voice. But I just didn't think people would want to, you know, want to talk to me at all, really.
Cortana?
Or hear me talk, or whatever. And then some friends of mine and some of people were like, oh, where's your mic? And of course I didn't have a webcam either, so I was like, oh, don't you have a face cam? So I just put a picture of myself as my face cam. So it was, it was kind of funny. So I just take pictures of myself in different poses and doing different expressions and wearing different stuff as my face cam.
Some sort of advanced defense AIs.
But yeah, I didn't really speak at all, and then I was talking. I usually did it when I was playing with friends, and then I would use my mic. But other than that, I actually didn't. So you know, it's so yeah, it's just it's crazy, that transition. But anyways, like I said, I think I'm gonna switch over to this game, Medal of Honor Warfighter. Now, again, because like I said, my Xbox Live kind of is out right now for gold because I bought this new camera and I can't afford right now to get Xbox Live Gold, so I have to I might try to borrow. I just need like $5 extra and I should be able to do it because it's like $11 plus tax, so it'll be around $13.
Opening a gate to the first beam pylon.
But
Pull me and let's
I just need
go.
like extra $5 just so that I don't know. I'll probably can borrow it from my parents. But anyways, so I'll probably get it later. But for now, it doesn't even matter with Medal of Honor Warfighter because you know, you can't really play online at all. I don't think I don't think I don't know if the servers are just off or what, but you can technically try to join a match, but then just no one shows up. That's so it could be the servers are up, but the activity is not there. So I don't know. Either way, so that was actually kind of fun playing Halo 4 again. Again, because I wanted to get to that level where because I remember this. I do remember clearly that specific mission with that specific level on the Ghost. Trying to test it, you know, seeing how it looked on the actual, how the stream was, whatever, and using Halo 4, and so that's why I wanted to, and of course this is on the 360, the original Halo 4 on the 360, because that's what I would have played back then. Yeah, it's just it's crazy to think. But yeah. So I'll just play Medal of Honor Warfighter for a little bit, and I'll switch over to Assassin's Creed 4, or Assassin's Creed, I guess Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag be the name, the full name, but yeah, because that was the other game I actually did stream as well. I think I streamed the online for that, but of course it can't go online, so I'll just do a little bit of the campaign of that, and then you know, end the stream, because I might quickly play. I'll probably play on you know, on the Xbox One version of Halo 4 for the actual full 4-year anniversary stream. But again, because like just a couple days ago, I found out that that 14th was the exact date that I started my Twitch account. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do the first 3 games that I kind of had, you know, first couple games, because I did Call of Duty Ghosts and oh, what was the other one? It was Call of Duty Ghosts, and then another game. Like, I don't have those games now, so well, I never owned them, so I just rented them, or I rented one or borrowed them from a friend. So it's like, whatever, I'll just play these ones, which I did stream 4 years ago this month. So, and then hopefully it'll be Friday again, the full one. If not this Friday, then next Friday. So we'll see about that. But like I said, I'll do a whole thing where it's like from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern time. I'll be streaming all the different games as much as I can that I have or able to acquire. I'll be streaming as much as I can of that, so you know, it'll be fun. I'll be trying to get some of the other followers in here from over the years, try to get them in chat, and we can talk and perhaps play I don't know, a couple of matches of a game. I don't know, that'd be kind of cool. So I'll try to do that where I can sort of open it up to different followers, and if they want to, you know, play a couple matches, then we can do that. Of course, I'll make sure I'll get Xbox Live, you know. So like I said, I'll probably have to borrow some monies to make sure I'm able to get gold so I can play online with you guys, but whatever. Anyways, enough my yapping on that. I am now going to switch over to Medal of Honor Warfighter. Alright. Oh man, that was crazy. I'm glad Danny did make it for the start. I was actually kind of hoping, because like I said, you know, his uncle was the first Daniel Garza to have that account, and yeah, he was a big supporter of what I did, and well, of me starting and streaming and whatnot. So he would basically, when he was coding, he would watch me. Like, so when he takes a break, because he was coding Fallout 4, right, helping with that. So he would be at home on his computer, and then he'd be coding for a little bit, but he might also run, I guess he would just watch Twitch channels, like, in the background while he's doing that, while he's coding. And then he just came across me, and he started to show up more often, and he was telling me about his nephew, which is Danny Garza, who was just here. And so it was just it was a crazy thing, but you know, I want to make sure that he was, you know, he was around for this, at least this stream, you know, whatever, sort of like full circle thing, and he's supporting me too, so it's, you know, it's just a crazy thing. But yeah, I'm just you know, I'm glad I'm doing this. I'm glad I'm actually, you know, doing, again, like I said, doing something right, you know. Okay, let's switch the game here. So let's Medal of Honor. Medal of Honor. Oh, of course I spelled that wrong for some reason. It should be there. Warfighter. There we go. There we go. And I think just like last time, that Boston fan guy just totally left. He was like, "Just stupid," and he leaves, which again is understandable. Anyway, so that should have switched. So I will copy this. Yeah. There, that works. And then, oh, let's go to here, go to here, and then switch it up. So let's see. Oh yeah, it's fun. It's the funny thing is that they made the multiplayer as Disc 1, and then the single player campaign as Disc 2, which of course you can't play with any, like, I don't think there's anybody actually playing the game online. Like, that's what I'm trying to think, because it looks like you're still able to, well, I mean, here, I'll try it. I'll try the multiplayer, right? Oh yeah, that's right, it probably wouldn't work anyways, because I don't have Xbox Live Gold. So, oh, you need Xbox Live Gold to play it. Anyways, because I tried it at one point, and just like, you could just, no one was playing. I was like, oh, maybe someone. So, but it looks like you're able to get into a match, but just no one's there. I don't know. Anyways, let's over here. LLS. All right. Okay. Right. But I did enjoy this game. Medal of Honor Warfighter. I actually liked the multiplayer a lot, which is very unfortunate because I would have liked to have played it some more. But because I wasn't back then, it wasn't actually too good. Believe it or not, it's a lot of games. I'd probably be better now, but I don't know because I'm not able to play this game on multiplayer. So yeah. So, I actually can't remember if I muted my mic again after I was blowing my nose, because I mute my mic when I blow my nose, and when I went to mute it whenever I switch over, I was having some issues, so I you know, whatever. Again, it'd be just like how it would be 4 years ago, because I didn't understand what I was doing. Anyways. Alright. Whatever. Whatevs. Right. Resume campaign. I don't remember where it was. I think I was playing this randomly on my own. Yeah, of course I beat the game. Am I at the last mission? No, connect the dots. That's okay, I'm over there, because it said shutdown. I'm like, what? That's the last mission. Alright, so let's resume here. I don't even know what that is, but why not? Like I said, I did like this game a lot. I love the multiplayer. Because you could do your customization. No, for the most part, I don't know if you could choose your. I think you could choose your colors for your characters and whatnot. Of course, I tried to dress up as the Canadian Army, Canadian military, you know, with that camouflage. So, okay, here we go. All right, remember how to play this game, because remember this game was made by DICE. Oh boy. Oh right, I should. Oh boy. Whoops. Alright. So I'm good. As I have just remembered and whatnot, there probably is gonna be some swearing and bloodiness as I am about to die. So I put the disclaimer at the bottom. Oh boy. It's funny because I didn't know, like, I don't think XSplit or, like, I didn't know how to really, like, work with putting, like, words and text on the screen for whenever I'm streaming, so what I would do is for a disclaimer, I would say in the broadcast title or the title on YouTube for the video of the stream, I'd say swearing in game or something. Which, of course, not everyone will read that, so you know, it's just one of those things, right? So, anyways. Oh! Oh, what? I shot him, though! Dang, dibbit. Oh. Yes, restart from last checkpoint, please. So probably, I'll still split these videos up on YouTube or whatever. I'll still have the full stream, but I'll also split them up. Of the stream, so that, you know, each game will have its own separate video. Because, you know, I won't be streaming too long with this, so I might be playing this. Oh boy. Oh, right. Run. Away. That was close. That was really close. Oh. Okay, where are people? Oh, right. Wow. Right there. They're like everywhere. Oh, I don't even know where that. I don't even know what difficulty this is on, but whatever. I'm not fully paying attention. But anyways. But yeah, so let's split these up. So, like it'll say on the title, but this is the 4-year anniversary. Technically, the specific date is October 14th, 2014, is when I started my Twitch channel specifically. Okay. Oh, what? Why isn't there? What happened to my buddy? I guess he's over there. Not at all. Can I give orders? I can't remember if I can give orders in this game to my guys. Ugh. I can barely do anything right now. Like, cover, what's that, huh? Teammates, what's that, huh? Like, Okay, let me. Okay, they're in. No, that's show HUD. Okay. Whatever, I guess they're just there for fun. They're not really helping out. Quick scope, guys, quick scope. But yeah. So anyways, you know, 4 years ago today. It's crazy, but I started a Twitch channel and I did some test streams. I tested with Halo 4, and then later I actually started streaming with Halo 4, and then Call of Duty Ghosts. I had started streaming that because I rented that one, I believe. I didn't own it, but I did started streaming this game. Of course, the multiplayer, but unfortunately, all of the well, that's the thing. I don't think the servers are are no longer, like, I don't think they're offline because this is DICE, which is, you know, yeah, pretty sure, like, yeah, EA. So EA DICE. So I'm guessing that it's all tied to the EA servers for even, like, you know, Battlefield 3 and those games still on the 360. So because it looks like I'm able to get technically into a match, but just if no one's there, the game can't start. So it's just, unfortunately, nobody's playing this game online. So there's no one for it to find. Okay, so can I not just shoot him? I guess it has to be from behind. Is that the idea? Or that works. Okay, it just whatever. Yeah, let's check the settings. What do I got here? Oh, here we go. Options. Let's see what we got for the setting. Okay, yeah. Right. I'm just checking some of this audio. Yeah. Oh yeah, home theater. No, TV. This is yeah, TV is probably the better choice. Oh right, that's right. I forgot. That's why you kind of see the screen a bit off, I think. But anyways, this is all for. Is this the entire screen? Let's see. Let's see. Is this actually what the screen's gonna look like? Okay, no, that's just for the head of the display. I'm like, is this actually what? Oh, so it's even the menus too. Okay, I don't want to go that crazy, but I was like, wait, what? Because I'm like, can I actually do that? But no, that's I don't need it like that. But because of my TV, it's you know, it kind of cuts things off. So like right to here, that's all cut off. But then once I go to here, this is where. It's even if I go like that, there. That's good, but that's that just looked weird. Anyways, I think that's fine. Whatever. I was just seeing what other options were there. Anyways. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh! Oh, that's the lean thing you got. Whoa! Well, there you go. Oh, I see, it's getting ammo from this guy. Can you give me some ammo? Someone give me some ammo. You're running away now when I want ammo. But yeah, the quality of the streams back then, 4 years ago, was not good because I had bad internet and you know. Oh, but yeah, it was It was not good internet. It was very pixelated and laggy. Well, I couldn't do too much. I couldn't have the quality set up too high. It was 300 kilobits per second I had to set it to. Otherwise, it would just start lagging. It would look a little better, but it's just lagging. And same thing with the computer, because I had the gaming computer, or it was my main computer at the time, which I've just basically made it now as a. It couldn't handle you know, anything to like I couldn't have the resolution set to 720, 1280 by 720 HD. I have to set it to like really low resolution, and the quality had to be set to the lower one. It didn't look that good, but I still had followers. Still had I got up to like 100 followers from like not like a very pixelated stream, which again is surprising to me. It's like, what? Like, I didn't expect that much. I thought, oh, I get some here and there, but it's like, no, like, you know, because I wanted just to start it, so then if I, you know, what eventually happened is I started, you know, I figured I'd update, you know, my equipment at some point, so I was like, well, at least I have something started. But then it's like, oh, people actually kept following and watching, and I'm like, well, that's okay, I guess. But you know, yeah, it was, it's kind of cool. Yeah, that's the guy. Wasn't sure, I was like, oh, there's a guy there. Oh, this is the leaning thing. This is the bumper. Oh yeah, that's what I forgot to do. Let's do that. Sure. I forgot to tell everyone on Twitter that I was streaming. That's fine. That's the thing, is I have things set up for like Twitter, but then I just forgot to oh boy, to do it. Because on Twitch, what they had before is actually something in like this thing called in the channel itself. They had this thing where you just type in messages within the channel itself. It's not, it wouldn't be like a chat thing. It's just for like something for you to, like a little status update basically on in your channel description or whatever. And with that, you can actually, if you wanted to, have that automatically tweet, you know, go on your Twitter and tweet it, whatever. So, I had done that for a while, as I just would say, oh, streaming, blah, 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 whatever. And then I would hit enter, you know, or send or whatever to go to on the channel itself, and then it would also send it to Twitter, so I would, of course, say it in a way that would, well, what I would do is I would have that go to Twitter, have it send, and then I would delete it later, because it's just like, well, I don't need it. That's just to let people know on Twitter that I'm going and I'm streaming. But of course, they had taken that out, so I have to now manually do it every time, and of course I forget, and well, you know. You know. Oh, right, oh, see, this is what, there's so much stuff in this game that is really cool. Like this one, I can choose how to breach if I want to breach with, you know, just by shooting the doorknob, or doorknob charge, or get a shotgun, shoot it, or crowbar, tomahawk, you know, just kicking it open, or, you know, this charge, or the sheet charge. I think I like the sheet charge. That's pretty good. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff in this game, but again, because it is an EA DICE game, a lot of similarities to Battlefield and whatnot, but what? I shot the, oh, there's this guy. Whoops. Anyways. Yeah, I forgot this one has infinite ammo. So you know, so it's unfortunate that, you know, not a lot of people liked it, you know, or didn't sell as much. So this was the last Medal of Honor game, was this one. Again, very unfortunate and unfortunate that not a lot of people were playing online, because, well, I streamed this, you know, the multiplayer of this, you know, 4 years ago, this month. So, oh boy. Whoa, where's that? Oh, he's right there. I was like, where'd that come from? But I don't know, I liked it. I thought it was a good mix. Pretty good gameplay. You know, interesting story. You know, they try to do the whole modern, you know, like they do, boy, with the Battlefield stuff, the modern warfare. You know, what was sort of going on around at the time, and okay. I can't. There's a wall. I can't run away. There. I think it's just the. Oh, that's an actual grenade. Okay. No, it didn't seem like an actual grenade, but that was. Okay, can you give me some ammo here, buddy? Dang. Alright, here we go. Oh boy. Oh no. Okay. Let's get this guy here. Come on, helicopter. Oh, I'm dead. Thought it was. Yeah. But of course, for Halloween, I'll try to play all the Halloween games I played again throughout the years, because you know. Cause yeah, it was crazy. I totally forgot, like, because I thought I had streamed earlier in September, but no, it was in October. You know, this week, 4 years ago, where I just was testing it, and then the week after that, I had done some, you know, actually streamed and you know, kept an archive of, started keeping an archive of them on YouTube. But then, where is it? It said follow and I got lost. That's probably over here. But anyways, so I probably just, because I thought I streamed earlier, but no, I basically decided in those 2 weeks, like, oh yeah, I should. Oh yeah, I guess I had sort of had this idea to stream and potentially do something for Halloween, because I had ordered from eBay Ghostbusters. Again, I thought that was a year later, but no, I guess it was 4 years ago. Because from when it, you know, Twitch is telling me now that this is when I started the whole channel, was on today, on the 14th, 4 years ago. That means in those 2 weeks, or either I had ordered it in that week from eBay so I could get the Ghostbusters game to play and stream, because it's there, like it's there. 2014 October, it's there. I see it on, you know, on YouTube. So it's like, okay, I did it, but I you know, for whatever reason I thought I did it the year later. But so yeah, I must have ordered it to because I wanted it anyways, but in that game. So yeah, so what I try to do when I order on eBay, especially for something like that, is to get it from somewhere that's nearby. So it'd be like, oh, you'll get it in like 10 days or whatever, or less. So I was hoping that I think I got it like a day before or something like that, or I don't know if I got it that day off. But anyways, yeah, that's so it's like, oh right, I'm trying to remember 4 years ago. That's still you know, a long time ago. That was when around the time when Mick Rip, who is streaming now on Twitch, he had told me, like, because I kind of had the idea, but then he was like, oh, I think I'm gonna start streaming, and I'm like, you know what, if he's gonna start streaming, you know, I might as well stream too, you know, so we can have, like, you know, both of us can be, you know, friends streaming on Twitch or whatever, and potentially do, like, a collaborative stream or whatever, we just both stream, playing a game together or something like that. But yeah, so you see in the IRL friends on Twitch, McRip, so that's MCKRIP. He doesn't live too far away from me, though he actually went to school in Australia for college, and he's back. So I'm guessing he's going to go back there at some point. He's working now, but he's at his home, which again is not too far away. But but yeah, so you know, check him out and whatnot. But yeah, so it's you know, because he was saying that, and I'm like, oh yeah, maybe I should, you know what, I should do it now. And so I wasn't sure when to do it, but I decided that, nope, in October. Oh my goodness gracious me. So yeah, I decided in October to do it. And yeah, here we are. It's great. Again, like I just figured myself, I'm like, well, I might as well start it now, even though I don't have the, because he wanted to wait until he got better quality stuff, right? Which, you know, is understandable. But I kind of like, you know, even if my thing is not as good looking, my stream, you know, at least I could potentially have some people watching, so that whenever I do get it, at least I know what I'd be doing, right? At least I would have some sort of practice and understanding of how to stream, how it all works, what can I do to make it better, or what I need to even, make the stream better. Crap. Oh, took you long enough, you're just running away. Come on, guys.
Oh yeah, I think we're in the right place now.
Anyways.
Another closed door.
But yeah, that's basically what it is. So over the years, it was basically all practice for me to figure out how to stream, how it's gonna work, you know. Like how to set the quality, you know, how to, oh boy, how to set, you know, quality on the actual internet, or, you know, all that stuff, and what kind of internet would I need to do it, and of course it you know, took a little bit longer, but I finally got fiber optic internet, and, you know, that's why it looks so much better. And if I actually had a better streaming, you know, I mean, this is still a good streaming computer, but to push it more, it would have to, I would need a little bit more expensive one. But for what this is, it's, and they're like, and my friend who sold this to me, you know, for a very good price. I guess I go up here, very good price. He was just glad that it was being used, because that was just that computer was just sitting there. They had just put in Windows 10, but they're like, we got our laptops. You know, we don't need this. We don't need it to use it. You know. So so New Year's Eve this year, when I was there helping out with some stuff, he's like, oh, here, you can use it now, but just pay me later. I'm like, okay. And then I just did what I could to quickly get it running, but I mean, I could get it at this quality, and because of the internet, I can, you know, set the quality to be, you know, pretty high on its own. I don't know if I can set the quality any higher than it is now. I think it starts to get laggy if I try to set the, whoops, that's my buddy. If I set the, you know, internet quality on the stream itself, I don't know how well the stream would take it. Just because of the computer, I think it's just too much for the computer to process. Oh no, that's it. Well, because it's coming from that direction, so I get confused. I'm like, it's a little dark. Right? You know, it's a bit dark in here. But, oh boy. Okay, you're bad. All right, this is good to know. He's not, because it was shooting in that direction, all the bullets. I'm like, so what? What? Oh, is this this is an actual invisible barrier. That's kind of funny. Oh no, never mind. I thought it was, but I'm like, is there a random invisible barrier there? No, apparently I was too tall to walk in that part. No. Do a little breach. See if we can do this breach. Okay. Let's do this one. I like this one too. Flawless breach. I missed one guy. I'm like, at some point I'll get it good. Get good. I'm trying. All right, so I guess at some point I'll switch over because it's 11 p.m. Eastern time for me. So I'm gonna a little bit later I'll switch over to Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Because that was, again, another game I had streamed as well 4 years ago this month. Again, it would have been the online, but like I said, I don't have my Xbox Live Gold renewed, and I can't do it right now, so. Ooh, now they're moving. You're like, look at the place. Anyways. Thought you could switch to a gun, like double tapping, but I guess this one doesn't do that. That's okay. Like a pistol, I mean. But you know. Oh, I think I did throw it right at him. I'm like, did I just throw it right at, I think it was like a hostage there? It kind of looked like they just threw it at a hostage. They didn't know about. That would be unfortunate, but you know. Okay, you're back. Oh. Crap. Of course, again, I do like though that this shotgun is having unlimited ammo. That's that is something I wish more games would have. And was I supposed to? I think like it was kind of pointing here, but do I shoot this? Is that the idea? Is that what it wants me to do? Yep. All right. So I wasn't sure. Pretty sure that's what I saw. Fine. Let's stealthily take these guys out. After they're dead after, of course. Or maybe before the grenade goes off, but you know. Well, that was good. Got him the first try. Oh, calm down. Wow. Oh, out of ammo as I die. Well, you know. Okay, let's do a little. We'll do a little bit more. If I die again, I might just switch it over. I might have to play this game again from the start. So I kind of forgot this. Well, I haven't played it in a little while. I kind of forgot the story. I thought we were gonna breach. Why do we do the other one? Oh, well. Like, oh, that's too much. There, that worked out a little better. Of course, my teammates are always in the way for most of this. Anyways, unless they just get them all, that'd be good. But did they actually get them all? Okay, I guess they did. Alright, that's way better than what it was before. Can I get ammo? Can I get ammo? No? Get ammo from you? Okay, good. Here. Give me some grenades. Well then. Pretty sure you just shot up all of us cover, but anyways. A little better. Yeah, we're getting farther than we did before. Hey! Crap. Oof. I can't even see it, I'm pissed. What? What? I totally am getting him. Oh no, he's a heavy. I'm like, pretty sure I'm shooting right at the guy, but probably should have cooked it, but oh. Shooting randomly. Oh boy! Oh boy! Whoa! Okay. How is who? Oh! Oh! I get shot from two different spots. I'm like, how in the world did this even happen? Ooh! All right, I'm almost through this. Right? We'll see where the checkpoint is, but the checkpoint's way back where the generator is, and I potentially might switch over. Okay, this is a little better. We got one thing clearly canceled. Let's see if I can. Should be able to do this theoretically, somewhat quickly. right, I forgot. Hey, yeah, give me some ammo. Nope. Nope. Trying to get some ammo, but everyone's running away. Ammo! Nope. Okay, good. How about you? Nope. How about you? Nope. Okay, good. As long as they don't get ammo, that's all that matters. Whew. There, that's better. Oh, now I can hold to get ammo. Oh boy. And as some people do, they just run away. It's like, thanks for that. Oh, is it a... Okay. Oh yeah. That works. Oh, oh. Good, now I can get you. Okay, that's good. Oh, hey. Come on.
Lock the target. No PETN. Here, on me. Here, we have a door.
Well, we can breach this one. Okay.
Ready.
Oh, here we go.
Clear left. Rear is clear. What do you got?
Now would you take a look at this?
Holy shit. That is a lot of boom boom.
Yeah, looks like there's a lot that's missing too.
No doubt. There's enough here to blow half this mountain off. Dusty Voodoo, look. We just found the PETN. There's a lot of it. There's even more that's missing.
Puzzle's starting to take shape. Tell the boys good work. I need you to get a sample of that PETN, nuke that rat hole, and get in the air.
Roger. Dusty says get a sample and we blow the whole cat.
Huh.
What the fuck?
Yeah, we bailed as soon as you said it was enough to blow the mountain off. Right, wait.
Oh.
Chicken shit.
Ah.
Target is marked for smoke.
Roger. Moving out. We have airstrike inbound. EOT 15 seconds.
It's for Tui.
Dusty, Voodoo.
Go Voodoo.
Gas is blown. I gotta tell you, bro, we saw some wicked shit back there in that compound.
Short version. You can brief OGA when you've landed.
Well, the PETN is bad, but we got eyes on a serious training facility. Small arms, shoot house, target mock-ups. We haven't seen a full-service camp like this since Narunta. This cleric is big.
Good copy. Picture's getting clearer every day.
Alright, what's next?
Get back to the Bainbridge. Stay nimble, stay ready.
Roger, make go out. Yeah, go ahead.
Ready to get to work? Hang on. We're getting some weird weather-related interference on the overhead.
Okay. Let's go. I got a level done.
Okay, we're back online.
Yeah, like I said, I did like this game, and you know, playing this again, I wanna play some more. So I'll have to do like a, I don't know, playthrough, something.
One in the lobby, another on the floor near the elevator. Guy outside the door and one in the room. This is where you hit him. You got 4 minutes to get in the car and out of there. Questions?
So once I, you know, after my dentist appointment, and I'll have to pay for that. After that, I'll try to save up some money, and I'm gonna try to get these little adapters, HDMI to USB, similar to how this video camera is hooked up right now for the face cam. But this time the actual camera will be using HDMI. That would be the idea. So I want to buy one from eBay, of course. And I'll just buy one just to see if it works, and if it works I might be able to, if I need to get another one, but
I'm in the garage.
I'll try to get you know, one isn't too expensive, but theoretically should work. If it plugs in, it should recognize it as an HDMI video device.
That wasn't so bad.
Or whatever.
Dusty, we're on
And similar to how, but this one I needed to get a driver from either CD for this one, because this one's a really cheap one from eBay, called like Easy Cap or something like that.
Check.
Oh, now I'm driving. I'm not gonna do that right now. Whoops, I meant quit. There we go. Anyways, well, yeah. So it's one of the other things I would like to do, progression. You know, it's cool. So, like I said, because I have this camera now, I'm trying to do other videos and with more of my face now that I can do it in a better quality. So, you know, yeah, no. We'll see. But yeah, so I think I will now switch over to Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. What's this? Let me quit out of this. Alright. That was fun. Again, I do like this game. Oh yeah. Okay. So I did have it downloading. I don't know. That was the thing. I forgot I deleted it from the 360. So it was downloading this whole time. Which again, because I have the way better internet, I can actually do that. Download a game and play another game and stream at the same time. Because I think it stops sometimes. It depends. Oh, okay. I'm like, what's going on? So it doesn't look like it's there. Oh boy, I think I just broke my 360. There we go. Oh. Can I... Okay. That's working now. So let's go here and check if it's at like 2% or something. So it looks like I might have to play on the Xbox One, because I do have it for Xbox One. I'm pretty sure I kept that one there. I'm pretty sure. If not, then I'll just end the stream here, I guess. Which is what I might actually have to do. I thought I was gonna switch over, but I'm like, I forgot that when you on the 360 though, if you're in the middle of a game, sometimes it depends. Like sometimes at certain points you'll actually stop the download and then it'll re-download. So if you're in a menu, it'll be fine. But if you're in actually playing the game, it won't download the game, the other game that you want or whatever. So I'm just going to quickly you know, check on Xbox One if I do have the game on there, and if I don't have the game on there, I will just end the stream right now. So I will quickly turn it on. I'll just have this. Oh, of course switched over, so let's go back to the 360 here. Because it's 7 gigs, it's not that bad. Just like, actually a lot of the games were 7 gigs for the 360. But, you know. I know this is the best part of the stream though. Me making a boo-boo. But again, not unlike it would probably be 4 years ago. So again, I was hoping this would be done downloading, because I totally forgot that I uninstalled it from my 360. But you know, I will again for the full 4-year anniversary stream. Again, hopefully it'll be this Friday. If not, it's next Friday for sure. Like that's what I'm doing, because the next stream will be Halloween. Well, not the next stream, but whatever. The next big stream, I guess, will be Halloween. So I kind of want to make sure I get that done before Halloween. Because there was a lot of, you know, spooky games that I was able to get or acquire through Games with Gold and that type of stuff. And some of the ones that I've played, you know, so like I said 4 years ago, you know, I would like to play again. And all right, so let's. I could just go down here. So you got Warface. So you have that installed, but unfortunately, I do not have Xbox Live Gold at the moment. So, oh no, because I have all these other Assassin's Creed ones, but I uninstalled because I need to make room, and I didn't have enough room for all these other games. So yeah, okay, so yeah, that's I'll switch back here, but yeah, that'll be it. That'll be it for the stream. Yeah, so that, like, you know, like I said, that was fun kind of playing those games, because I want to play like at least one or two of these games that I did start to stream, you know, 4 years ago. Definitely Halo 4, because that's the one I tested all this, you know, all the streaming stuff on, and just to see like what can I do, how does it work, what settings do I need to put, like what is, like if I put the setting to this, what does it do? If I put the setting to this, or lower or higher, like what does this all mean and do, and how does it work with the stream? So you know, so it just yeah, it was crazy. Well, of course later I did get an Xbox One, like a year or so later, and I think it would have been a year later I got it, because I think I got the Xbox One like 3 years ago, I think, pretty sure. So it had been a year after I started streaming, because, well, obviously, you know, come on, Halo 2 anniversary, like that's basically why I got the Xbox One. And of course, with the Master Chief Collection, the other games are on there too, so that was good. But it was kind of like, oh, Halo 2 anniversary, I gotta get this. So I bought the game first, and then I bought the console later, because I knew I was gonna get one at some point. And I did, with help of a friend. And yeah, so I started to try to figure out streaming on that one, because again, my computer quality was like, it was definitely better on the Xbox One, because all of its, you know, graphics and whatever, it was made to run well, and also made to run streaming well, so its quality would be basically in HD. It's just I would have to bring down the kilobits per second for this actual internet streaming part. So it was like, it was just better to stream with the Xbox One, of course. And later I got the Kinect when Halo 5 came out, because I wanted to, because I think yeah, my microphone broke. I was using my headset, it broke, so I had to get a Kinect. Now I wanted to get one because it was the Kinect, and at the time I thought I could use my hand motions for it, but then they took that out on Xbox One, which is silly. Anyways, so I know I'm just rambling on right now, but it's just the, you know, reminiscing and remembering the fact that this all happened. But yeah, so I got the Kinect, which unfortunately is now not working anymore. 3 years and there it goes. But or so. Whenever Halo 5 came out, that's when I got the Kinect. But anyways, but yeah, so I had to get the Kinect, and that's when I got my face cam there, because I had that webcam. Where did I put it? Over here. I was using this one when I got it, so I'm like, oh, now I have a face cam because it works with the computer. So I had that. Yeah, I had that working. I think I had another camera working for face cam, and then I got this one. Like, they're all cheaper cameras, so you know, it still didn't look good. but at least it was something. But yeah, so then when I got, you know, I got the Kinect and I did the face cam there, and I had so I used basically the microphone from the Kinect itself to do so I had to, so what I did is, like, on this actual camera stand here that this guy is on, I put that, or the tripod I should say, I put the Kinect on there, and I had it basically like this, but then of course the mic picking up from the Kinect would be actually for the voice of the stream, you know, for the stream. So I had to calibrate it right and figure that out, and then figure out how to force the Twitch app on Xbox One to stream it, you know, at a consistent setting, so that it would work well with my internet, because at the time, again, my internet was not good. So what it would do is it would automatically try to detect settings of, like, how your internet is for the stream in order to stream it, and of course it would pick the best you know, quality, whatever setting that it found from testing from your router. But that was only a spike of, oh, it's good now, but then it starts to go, you know, regular, not as well. So it would always, when I try to do automatic, it would always be stuttering and laggy, because the Twitch app didn't know how to detect the overall quality of the internet, as opposed to, oh, it's good at this point, so let's try to match the settings to that one good spike of, you know, part of the internet or whatever. Because if my dad had used it, or if, like, anyone else used the internet, it would slow down or whatever. So I had to tell the stream, you know, the Twitch app for the stream, I had to basically play a video on YouTube. I had to play a video on YouTube and upload a video at the same time, so that when I did the automatic, because there was no manual setting, it was all automatic, so I had to automatically tell it, okay, you know, automatically detect settings now, because what would happen is that if it's not in use, obviously it's going to be a good quality, but then again, once I actually start streaming and the internet is more in use, it's going to slow down, or the quality is, like, it won't match. It's like I said, the good spikes of, oh, nothing's being in use, so the internet's obviously like this. So I had to upload and play a video on YouTube at the same time, so that I would, when I did the automatic settings, it would register, like, oh, it should be set to, you know, 300 kilobits per second instead of like 500 or 600 it would go to, and I'm like, that's not gonna work. So once I figured that out, I was streaming with the Xbox One for a while, and then at the odd time I'd go back, because if there were certain games that weren't backwards compatible, I'd have to go and play it on the 360, so then I'd try to stream it on the computer again, and it's like, it's just not as good quality. And then of course later on the internet got better, and I just kept streaming with the Xbox One because I had the Kinect, and then later I got a new headset, so it was good for the mic and all that stuff, and you know, so it was a process, but I figured it out, you know, trial and error, just testing things, you know, trying to figure out some sort of logical outcome for how to make everything working. But yeah, then again, here we are. So it's just crazy, but yeah. So it's like I said, there's been a lot of good times. I've met a lot of people, and you know, it's just how it is. Things happen, but you know, it's crazy that people have supported the stream and me doing this, because I wasn't sure 4 years ago, trying this out, because it's something I like to do, but I didn't know, like, would anyone watch me? Again, it's not like 10 or 20 people are watching all the time, but there's been some viewers, and you know, it's some followers that have actually kept trying to. Of course, they have school or jobs or whatever, and they can't, but they would like to actually show up in the streams and in the chat and talk and potentially play with me in the stream when I'm able to. And sometimes I just kind of go, oh, you know what, why not, and just kind of go ahead, because you know, I'd be tired, but I'm like, oh, right. So you know, it's just but I I keep saying it, but it is something I want to do. Is to have that happen more often, where I play with the followers and whatnot, because they basically become my friends, So, anyways, no one's watching this live. Potentially someone's watching this on YouTube or later on Twitch. Who knows? But that's basically all my thoughts and feelings about starting the streams. Again, 4 years. It's kind of crazy, and it kind of did go by somewhat quick, because a lot of times I've forgotten again when I even started, like, what's the date when I started streaming certain games, and it's just like, and then going through the archive that I have on YouTube of all those streams, going, oh right, I actually did start with Halo 4, and then I played Call of Duty Ghosts, and I played this game, and I played and I played just those other games, and then it's just crazy going through those. So that's what I'll do basically, is whenever I am streaming for the 4th anniversary stream, I'll just I'll have the playlist set up, like on YouTube, and I'll just kind of scroll through from the bottom, go all the way to bottom, and then just slowly scroll up and be like, okay, it's Halo 4, that's like Call of Duty Ghosts. Well, I don't have that. Okay, I have Medal of Honor Warfighter. Though I don't. That's the thing, because I already streamed some of this now. I don't know if I'll like these two. I might just take them off. I don't know. I'll definitely play Halo 4. Maybe a little bit of this. I don't know. It's because there's so many games I have to get through. Because like I said, there's like at least 1,000 videos basically of my streams. 1,200 and something of all streams. So it's like, okay, a lot of the games I've played multiple times, so it's like, alright, well, so again, scrolling through, skipping the ones for Halloween, because again, I'll be doing that on Halloween. I'll be streaming those same games, the ones that I have anyways, and then just kind of going through the other ones. Some of them will be demos. If I don't have them installed, well, I might just have to go through and see if I can install some of them at least, or if I have them, whatever, briefly, and then whatever. I don't know, whatever. I'll figure it out. But anyways, rambling on again. Whatever. You can check the screen here. You see all the different stuff around you, which was not there 4 years ago, but it's here now. You can check the stuff around, including my Twitch and YouTube channels, because I do, as I've stated, put these on YouTube for people to watch who missed it or whatever. And again, as an archive, so that if anyone who had missed it and wants to watch one from like a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, you can. So there's that. Like I said, now that I got this camera here, I'm gonna try to do more videos for both Twitch and YouTube. Like, there's something on Halo 4, a video I've been wanting to put out. I don't know how well it'll do, like people watch it or not, but it's kind of something I want to do, wanted to bring up or talk about or whatever. So now I can. And some other stuff, or I might do some more Let's Play stuff, or I don't know, do different things. We'll see. But I'm gonna try to do different content for both Twitch and YouTube. And of course, speaking of Twitch, you can of course follow me on my Twitch channel. And also, you can look at the information section of my Twitch channel. You can see specs for my streaming computer, my gaming computer, and my internet, as well as other things to check out. I do have clips, highlights, and Let's Plays on my Twitch channel. Like I said, I'm going to try to do more stuff. And I think that's really all I need to say. Like I said, the 4th anniversary stream, I'll try to do it on this Friday. If I can't, I'll do it next Friday. For sure, it'll be next Friday. If I can't do it all, it's like there's nothing, unless something crazy happens, that I have to do something on that Friday. Because again, I want to do from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern time, and just do a whole stream. So, anyways, enough my yapping. I'm just going to end the stream with actually I don't know if I should, because if you're watching this if you're watching this in parts, I'll probably have the 4-year anniversary video on anyways, and I thought there might have been someone still here live, so I might just do my regular end stream, after stream outro video. But I probably will just do the I might do the anniversary one twice on the full 4-year anniversary, because you know, it's just crazy to think 4 years ago. Anyways, saying too much, yapping on. That's it for me for now. So thanks guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys later. Bye bye.